Manager put up a don't discuss pay sign. So I work in an office with like 35 employees. Recently our manager put up a sign saying, employees are not to discuss salaries inside or outside work. If an employee has an issue with their own pay, please come and see me. Please sign here to show you understand. The first person to sign it was a complete legend. He wrote his name, his position, time at the company, and his full salary package including his pension contribution and annual leave. Everyone followed his example, and when the page ran out of space, people put up additional pages until almost everyone had put their salary up there. So everyone learned what everyone else was earning, and it turns out some people were being taken advantage of by a lot. Take a picture. Be obvious about it. Send it to the State Department of Labor. Whoever the first guy was is absolutely based. Mr. Legend knows the law and that being fired after this would give him a massive payout. First guy should have padded his salary by 20. Management would have 3 options. A. Bump everyone else to be near his. B. Tell everyone they can't match that and have untold amount of problems. C. Tell everyone he's lying, he doesn't make that much. Which open up legal issues for discussing his pay. Please come back and tell us the fallout. When people are engaged in something they are not proud of, they do not welcome witnesses. In fact, they come to believe the witness causes the trouble. John Steinbeck travels with Charlie in search of America. Nice. I don't see how it can possibly be either legal or enforceable to try and stop people discussing their pay. It's also stupid, as even trying can only lead to suspicion and low morale amongst the staff. You're allowed to discuss pay during business hours as long as you are allowed to discuss anything non-business related during business hours. So if you can talk about TV or whatever, you can talk about pay. Slightly smiling face. He knows he's seriously underpaying someone and is worried about it. Definitely take a picture like Yukaiden Stormsorer suggested. Also, do as your boss forbids. Somebody is getting fucked over. Update: did Mr. Legend get fired? Print off the relevant law that says it's illegal to forbid you from discussing pay and tack it up right next to it. Nice. Workers should definitely discuss pay. Unionize. Strike in solidarity with other workers. And read Marxist theory and history and do Marxist praxis. The only person who benefits from silence is a liar. Even if they made it a company policy, you can't have illegal company policies. It's unenforceable. Love that you guys took it this way. OP is in Ireland. So instead of a Department of Labor a la the US, they'd be speaking to the Workplace Relations Commission. Edit: as of June 2022. I'm not seeing anything in Irish law forbidding it. But considering Europe has decent worker protection laws, I can see it as a decent start. This is what constitutes anti-work bedtime stories. Wholesome, malicious, compliance. Discuss salary until they take action, then sue them. Our malicious compliance. While this is fantastic and I love TF out of it, 100 take a picture of it and report that to DAL if applicable to the states. Stamp that shit out. Full stop. Easy win lawsuit. Photo of sign to DAL. Greed dies when communication and unity flourishes. Heart. It's always nice when they violate labor law in writing. Fuck yeah lol. Total power move by the employees. Talk about it loud and proud. If your manager says anything to you about it, ask them to put it in writing. Document the conversation and any further conversations your manager has with you about it. Send it to HRCC the manager and your personal email account. If they fire you or discipline you for it, bring said documentation to a labor attorney. It is not legal in the U.S. for an employer to forbid you from speaking openly about your pay. They do this in an attempt to drive down wages, which hurts your fellow workers and yourself. Stand strong with your fellow workers. They gotten away with this bullshit for too fucking long. That's illegal. Take a pic of it and report them. Turns out some people were being taken advantage of. By a lot. Exactly what they didn't want to have get out. Most cases it wouldn't even be a big deal to pay them the right amount, but it's being pocketed elsewhere. Anytime you see one of those signs, it's a surefire sign they will take any advantage they can from you. That where I print off the Federal Labor Department guidelines page in the issue saying you can and they can't stop you and tape it next to it. Write "that's illegal" on it in permanent marker. Take pictures. Send to Department of Labor. If your manager tells you not to discuss pay, it's guaranteed that there are people there getting the shaft. Well, you wrote everything down, so technically, nobody discussed it. Management is scared. Workers are revolting everywhere. And this is exactly the response you're supposed to do when you see sounds like this. When your boss tells you not to discuss wage, you start discussing wage. If they retaliate, take it to the labor board, because this will start one of the easiest and likely pro bono lawsuits you will ever have to do. Just nope. That's absolutely illegal and you should report it. If this is in us, they can't prevent you talking about your salary. There's federal law allowing it. You were not kidding. That first guy is an absolute fucking legend and the kind of person we need if anything is going to get better. Someone has to do the hard, dangerous thing so other people will follow sometimes. Take a picture. Loudly express how you can't believe how someone would do something so blatantly illegal. Technically, they didn't discuss pay, but still take a picture and report it. This is beautiful. Bless the legend. That just makes me want to discuss pay more. The only reason there is a don't discuss pay. Lol, that is awesome. Lol, send it to the doll. I guess I'm fortunate. Where I work this has never been a problem. There's literally a website where anyone, and I mean any person in the world, can go and look up all of our wages if they know our name. Not only latest paycheck, year to date, and yearly going back to 2007. Managers know they are wasting their time telling us to not discuss wages. Theirs are the first ones we all look up. Red flag when that piece of paper goes up by management. Shows they care about their bottom line than their workers. Hence why the sign, OP, should be written up for discussing pay. Yet rather spend the $10K to train a new hire face with rolling eyes. Your manager is a moron. So what happened after all of that? Can you update? What was your boss reaction? What was the company reaction? Did anything happen with? I would take pictures of the sign, save it for the lawsuit. Get a disciplinary, document it, sue them. When a sign like that goes up, it's your first indication that the pay scale is screwed up and some people are getting hosed. Time to find a new job. Fuck him. I could give a shit if my employees discuss their pay. I know what they all make. Managers at the same level or within an acceptable range of each other for their seniority. And my associates all are within the same pay range. My company is pretty good about making sure no one is taken advantage of. I need to hear the fallout. I'm rolling laughing. Tear it down. I feel like that's most often the case. Those signs go up when people aren't being paid like others.